Hi, I'm Danny Palacio, and this is Awaking Moment podcast. And in this episode, we are going to finish the Chakra Center series. It's so exciting. And we're going to end with the third eye chakra. So the one that is right above your brows, on your forehead. It is an incredible chakra, as I've said about each one of them, I think. But this is chakra number 6. So remember, we start at the base chakra and we work our way up the body till we get to the crown. I think it's an appropriate time in our lives and in our society, and the things that people are really starting to ponder and wake up to. It's important that your third chakra, your third eye chakra, be open, be available, be powerful for you. This chakra is super mystical. It is intuition, it is insight, and it's the ability to perceive beyond the physical. I like to think of it as the chakra that sees the unseen. It's spiritual in nature. It has a bunch of inner wisdom and enables the connection to higher planes of existence. So we live on the 3D plane and energy, frequency. We're all rising. We're all ascending in some form. And if you're in the spiritual, energetic way of life, then you know that the dimensions continue, right? I think to infinity. So, but for everyday use, it's that nudge that you get, or that, oh, I know that, even though you don't even know how you know that. Intuition is used a lot with this chakra because it is your own inner wisdom. But the third eye chakra also connects you to that wisdom that is beyond you, that universal energy, that universal knowingness, the everything and the all. And so sometimes to access this third eye chakra, people need to close their eyes and see it within their mind, what is coming in. And there's no right or wrong way to access this chakra. So right now, I would love to invite you to put your left hand over your third eye chakra. So just your hand right over your forehead. And I invite you to close your eyes and really just feel what it feels like to have your hand on your forehead. Notice what that feels like. Notice if you feel anything. Like, is it, oh, my hand's on my forehead? Or, oh, I feel the heat from my hand on my forehead. Or, oh, I feel the heat from my forehead transferring to my hand. Or nothing at all. But I want to bring awareness to the feeling of what you're experiencing. And so a lot of times energy work is done hands-on. And you can also take your hand and move it off your third eye chakra, off your forehead, and see if you can still feel the warmth between your hand and your forehead. Is it still there? Are you noticing any pulsing, any heat? And if you don't notice it, try to imagine it. Try to imagine. Close your eyes for this one. Try to imagine that your hand is sensing your forehead and your forehead is sensing your hand. And notice if there is energy between your hand and your forehead. And again, if you don't feel anything, that's 100% okay. You don't have to. But I want to bring this awareness to you because this is the practice of really starting to feel energy. A lot of times when you rub your hands together really, really fast, you'll feel a heat start in between your hands. And then when your hands are slightly separated, you can sometimes still feel the heat, or your hands will start to tingle because you've just rubbed them together. But one hand is sensing the other hand. And if you try to close it, like when I try to close my hands in more, I feel a resistance. I feel energy that's going between each hand, kind of stopping me and like, whoa, you gotta push extra hard. Those subtle differences, those subtle awarenesses are gonna help support you developing and expanding and connecting to your third eye. So it's important also to know what it feels like when your third eye chakra is blocked. or shut down. And so it can be anything from confusion, lack of clarity, difficulty in accepting your inner wisdom. So you doubt it. Maybe you get a little nudge like, oh, you did that. I'm going to do that. That's right. Oh, I'm so inspired. But then you don't do it because you're like, oh, I just made that up in my head. Don't do that to yourself. Give it a try. Physically, it can lead to headaches, eye problems, sleep, and sinus issues. Mentally challenging with staying focused. A lot of negative thinking when your third eye chakra opening up to the unseen in the world, the divine, the wisdom, you start to think really negatively. And you can have mood imbalances because honestly, we are souls, we are energy souls first. Then we are in manifestation as a human. And so when you're not connecting to the unseen, to that energetic spiritual part of yourself, it can impact your mood, your physical issues as well, like I mentioned, headaches and whatnot. And so spiritually, I want to just mention that when the third eye chakra is open, it feels like everything is possible, known and unknown. It's one of those beautiful connections, I would say from your heart, but the third eye has its own unique wisdom, right? And so when it's blocked or shut down, spiritually, you start to resist new ideas, new principles, new concepts of spirit, of energy. And so if you're highly resistant to any of this, all of this, I think it's time to start checking in with your chakra. And I want to jump to the affirmations because honestly, I believe the affirmations are even more important for the third eye chakra because you're connecting to an unknown. You're taking a leap in faith. You are expanding your energetic presence. And so it's important to reaffirm to the chakra. Here's some affirmations. I am in touch with my inner guidance. Even if it's blocked, if that mantra, that affirmation is said over and over again, your third eye is going to be like, she really does believe that she's in touch with her inner guidance. And then the third eye may start to activate. Also, I listen to my deepest wisdom. I seek to understand and to learn from my life experiences. This is the curiosity that is key to all growth. To be curious, to want to understand is a beautiful superpower, really, because I mean, if you don't want to understand, if you don't want to grow, if you don't want to learn, in my mind, I'm like, what are you doing? I don't know. Like my mind goes, you don't live forever and life, you don't know if tomorrow is promised. Why wouldn't you want to like learn and grow and try stuff? That's just me. I could be a rare one. You never know. I am wise, intuitive, and connected to my inner guide. I nurture my spirit. I listen to the wisdom of elders. I trust my intuition and I forgive the past and learn what was there for me to learn. I often say, there's always an opportunity to learn. It's not always a pleasant experience that gets you to learn and expand. Sometimes it's catastrophic, traumatic, and looking for the reason isn't as important as trying to understand what it was trying to offer you, how you personally can grow from it. Lots of things happen that we will not understand, but we can say, what is this trying to teach me? What's the opportunity for me in this? And that keeps this third eye, this intuitive wisdom, mystic part of you available to help navigate and to help support you in your life, whether you are excelling and you are growing and you are expanding, or whether you are scared and unsure and just fear-based. Like having trust, taking that leap is part of the third eye energy. So as I always do, I like to give you some additional ways to connect in, and there's a whole list in the summary notes, but the color is indigo, and it's a 5-pointed star. So just those two things. If you started to explore the color of indigo and how it resonates with you, how do you feel when you look at it? 5-pointed stars have been a symbol for power and mystical, mysterious, magic even. And the lotus, we've talked about each chakra has a lotus, and each chakra has a number of petals on that lotus. Well, this is two petals. So it's a very simple lotus image. And most of us know that sound, Om. That is the sound and the tone for this particular chakra. So it's you could go to any music player and put in Om music, and there's going to be hundreds, if not thousands, of songs that are connected to that. Third eye. So it's not surprising that it is about seeing, right? And sometimes especially personally for me, I've had to close my eyes a lot when I connect it to my third eye, because I'm a very visual person, but I kind of need it inside my brain, almost like it's on a screen, versus keeping my eyes open to the physical reality of the moment and trying to tune in to the wisdom, to the unknown, to the unseen. It's just been easier for me to keep my eyes closed. Now I've started to shift that a little bit, but I still prefer to close my eyes. So let's see what else. Saturn and the moon are the planets associated with this particular chakra. And I would love to go over the crystals, because there are a lot and they're fun. And you all know how much I love crystals. So amethyst, lapis lazuli, labradorite, sodalite, azurite, even black obsidian, which you wouldn't think because this is an indigo color. Clear quartz is beautiful because it's so amplifying. My favorite is Herkimer diamond. It comes from Herkimer, New York, and it's diamond because it's such a clear quality. Anyway, it's a huge amplifier. Like, it has a vibration that is so, well, it vibes, man. It just vibrates. And if you haven't had a chance to sit with a Herkimer diamond, highly suggest it. It literally, for me, kind of changed my frequency more permanently. Very fun. All right, what else can I say about this third eye chakra? There are a lot of ways to access the third eye chakra. Meditation is a beautiful way to do it. Creative visualization meditations are even better, because someone's walking you through and they're asking you to imagine. They're asking you to create the picture in your mind. Art is another great way to bring in strength around the third eye, because art allows you to visualize a picture, or if you're looking at something, and paint, draw, stencil, I don't know, the image, however you want to express that art. I mean, a lot of people paint it, right? Other people actually cut out pieces and like paper mache it, and others use mixed media. So all of it's good. Stamping, pictures, acrylics, watercolors, all of it is all good. Even pens, pencils, markers, they all offer you the opportunity to put something that you're seeing down onto something physical, and that will strengthen your third eye. Oh, my friends, this has been a short episode, but I am excited to share all of the links for the chakra series in the summary notes. If you're watching this on YouTube, there is a special playlist that has all the chakras. Remember, we started with the original chakra energy system, a very short, concise, every single chakra. And then we went into each chakra as it was being asked by spirit to share with you. So some of you might be wondering, well, why is Danny ending on the third eye chakra? What about the crown? The crown we did weeks ago. But in the playlist, I do play them. I do arrange them in order. So you can start with the overview and then go root and so forth. So it's a joy always to share some information and some knowledge with you. It is a joy to connect with you, however that might happen, whether it's on social media, text, or email, or in person. And I just want to remind you that the chakra energy system is truly a way for you to concretely start to develop relationships with your energy centers. And There are so many resources for that. I've tried to share a bunch of them, but remember, there's music, there's YouTube, there's books, there's articles, there's web pages, there's healing sessions, there's and all the fun things that you can buy chakra related, right? Crystals, pendants. In my car, I have a chakra sun catcher. And so it glistens and it sparkles rainbows in my car when the sun hits it just right. All of it are wonderful reminders to remember that you are energy, that you are seen, and you are loved. And so I wish you all the best. Thank you for tuning in. And I ask that if this was entertaining or if this was informational or you think of someone, please send it their way. Friends and families will appreciate you. And thank you for showing them a Waking Moment podcast. At least that's my hope. So take care until next week.